Mr. Magic, Mr. Magic. I'm not gonna try and Amy Winehouse sing that one. Anyways, guys, at least it was the title I sang, but that was really crappy. Mr. Magic, welcome back everybody to Guitar with Gavin. That's me. This is my guitar. The one that I play, because I bought this and then I don't touch the other ones, unfortunately. I feel really bad for him, but I mean, look at her. She's beautiful. She's sexy. She's gorgeous. Okay, we are doing Mr. Magic, which came out in 1975, originally by George Washington. Didn't wait. I knew it. I was like, it's George. Is it George? It's George Washington. Yeah, George Washington Jr. That sounded so weird. I was like telling myself so hard in my head, like, don't call him. I don't know. I don't. Fuck. I really am losing it. Okay, George. That really doesn't sound right. I'm like literally double checking the song over here, and it's George Washington Jr. I don't know why that sounds so weird to me. It's not George. Fuck. It's Grover. Okay. We're starting now. Mr. Magic, Mr. Magic, Mr. Magic, see you through the smoke. Okay, hello everybody. That was passable. I said the name of the song, that's all that matters. And you know, the original doesn't even have lyrics anyway. So here we are, everybody. Once again, it's your host, Gavin. This is my guitar. It's my beautiful, beautiful guitar that I, unfortunately, is the reason that I don't play the other ones that I have. But I mean, she's sexy as hell, right? I mean, come on. She looks so good. Okay. We'll do this one maybe, you know, we'll do it that way. Anyways, split coil pickups, you know, I'm like, I'm gonna make it a little bit louder. I don't know, it just seems like this is a song for it. Anyways, we are looking at Mr. Magic, and dude, let me tell you, my dudes, saying Grover Washington Jr.'s name has been such a challenge for me, because I was like, don't say Grover Cleveland, and then somehow I tried making this video. I've tried making this video like 4 times, and my phone will fuck it up, or like I will fuck it up. And most recently it was me, because I called him George Washington Jr., and it's just really difficult. It's Grover Washington Jr., okay? It's not a president, and it's not a president's son. If he had one, I don't really know. Grover Washington Jr., Mr. Magic. He came out with this in 1975. Did really well. I think it was in the top 10 for, at least for like R&B or soul. And then in 2003, Amy Winehouse did a version of it as well, where she added lyrics to it. So we are looking at that today. There are 3 parts. I guess there's 4. There are 4 parts. So let's just jump on into this, because this is kind of a busier, complicated song. So let's start off with our intro riff, if you will. And so we're kind of just getting this out of C minor pentatonic, but we are also using a note from a chord, from an F9 chord in there. So but it should look pretty familiar, nothing crazy here. We're doing a pull off on 10 to 8 on the G string. And then we're doing the exact same thing, pull off 10 to 8 on the D. So. And we're gonna do another pull off from 8 to 7 on the D string. So that whole thing so far. And then we just do 2 hits on the 7th fret of our D. And then we're gonna go 7, 10 on the D, and then 8 on the G. So that's the whole riff. twice, right? That's the whole intro riff. So we have what's going on underneath it is kind of the same chords that we do would be like for like section 4, which is our jam section, the jam part, the part where everyone starts going crazy with the solos, right? And that's how it starts in Amy Winehouse's version. Is it just starts with these two chords, and that's a C minor 7 and then an F9. So that's how the intro of Amy Winehouse starts off, like I said, and that's also just it's the intro. It's what is going on underneath that little intro riff, and then when everyone is soloing and jamming and all that fun stuff, that is the underlying chord progression. I mean, they'll jump back into like verses and choruses and do a sax melody of Grover's and all kinds of stuff. It's really cool, but for the most part, like it's those two chords. So those are the first two parts done. That was really nice. Okay, so now third part is our which one looks better for you? This way or this way? I don't know. Which way am I supposed to go here? Part 3, we'll just do a verse since that comes up next. So we're gonna start off same chords here to start off. So C minor 7 to an F9. And if you don't want to think of this as the verse, you can think of it, because I'm thinking of verse of Amy Winehouse's. You could just call this part A if you want. So it starts off, like I said, C minor 7 to an F9. And then we go to a B flat minor 7 to an E flat 9 back to C minor 7. So C minor 7, F9, B flat minor 7, E flat 9, C minor 7. And then if you really want to, something I like to sometimes do, depends on, the setting, is kind of do a walk up into, we're going back to this B flat minor 7 chord. But I can also just do a little walk up on that low E string, 3, 4, and then into the chord, which is on the 6th fret. So like, You can do that if you want to. Like I said, if you're playing with like a bassist already or keyboardist, you don't have to let one of them do it, but it's up to you. So to finish this off, so B flat minor 7, E flat 9, G sharp major 7, and then a G7 sharp 5. And then we go C minor 7 to an F9. That's a lot, I know. I'll make sure I write the chords down in the description below, because it's pretty heavy. So the whole chorus, or the whole verse, or part A, if you will. I don't know why I say if you will, it just makes me think of Andy Dwyer from Parks and Rec. But anyways. There we go. John, if you want, I'll hurry and say these. So C minor 7, F9, and then B flat minor 7, E flat 9, C minor 7, B flat minor 7, E flat 9, G sharp major 7, G7 sharp 5, C minor 7, F9. There we go. I feel like for being a hefty song, we're cruising a little bit. So we're doing good, I feel like, on time. Maybe, I don't know. Now we are at our chorus. So this part is a lot easier. This is just 3 chords. So 2 times, this first little progression, these first 2 chords, we just do twice. So E flat major 7, and this is chorus or B part, whatever you want to call it. So like I said, E flat major 7 to an G sharp major 7, whichever way you want to play it. It's up to you, but so we do that twice. Mr. Magic, all my love, Mr. Magic. Now third time, E flat major 7 again. And now we do just, it's 4 hits on G7 sharp 5. That is it. So that whole chorus, play with the pick, why not? E flat major 7, G sharp major 7, E flat major 7, G sharp major 7, E flat major 7, G7 flat 5, G7 sharp 5, damn it. Anyways, if you're playing the Amy Winehouse version, if you're doing this with the singer, the second chorus, I believe, where they're holding out the through the smoke, they just hold that G7 sharp 5. Back into whichever, if you want to go for that jam, if you want to go into the verse, whichever is totally up to you. I think they actually go into the little jam progression because they do the intro riff over that before going back into our verse. So, but yeah, that is Mr. Magic. I just totally forgot the name. That is Mr. Magic by Grover Washington Jr. Not George Washington, not Grover Cleveland. Grover Washington Jr. If you're still here, if you're like, dude, I don't know any of those chords, let's try and just bang through those real fast. So C minor 7 is going to be 8 on our low E, and then I am barring the 8th fret on the D string down. And then we went to a F9, which is 8 on our A, 7 on the D, and then 8 on the G and B. And then we went to a B flat minor 7, which is basic. It's the exact same thing as our C minor 7, just a whole step down. So that's going to be 6 on the E, and then barring 6th from the D, G, B, and E on that one as well. And then we go to an E flat 9, which is, just like our F9, just a whole step down. So it's going to be 6 on the A, 5 on the D, 6 on the G and B. And then, let's see, we did that next chord. So now we can go to a G sharp major 7. So that's going to be 4 on the low E, 4 on the low E, 4 on the B, and then 5 on the G and D. And then our G7 sharp 5 is going to be 3 on the E string, 3 on the D string, and then 4 on the G and B string. And then now for the last chord, I think, that we have to go over is just an E flat major 7. And so that is going to be 6 on our A string. That is going to be 8 on the D and B string. And then 7th fret G string. I don't know what's going on with me right now. So we have, if we look down at our guitar, did I just do this whole thing wrong? No, I don't think so. 6 on the A, 8 on the D, 7 on the G, 8 on the B, and then because I'm barring with my index finger, it's also going to be 6 on the high E string as well. So yeah, those are the chords. I don't know if anyone's still here, but we can, for the jam section, we'll touch on something here. So for the jam section, I typically like to think of this because they're just going C minor 7 to F9. Though I think of this as just like, hey, this is a C minor sound. And why I say sound, because that F9 chord has a major 3rd in it. So you can also almost think of this as a Dorian progression, as a C Dorian. So you can do that. You want to jazz this up a lot. But the other thing here that is going to let you do some pretty cool stuff is when you're going down, starting up at the high E string, and we're going down our pentatonic, and we're going 11-8, 11-8, 10-8. You know, you have that 10-8-7, and you can also go 10-8-7 on that D string as well, because that 7 is the major third of that F9 chord. So you can do a lot of stuff right in there, you know. You know, you can throw that in there. It's just a nice little touch. And I mean, that note is what makes it a Dorian note. But most people, I feel like when they think Dorian, they think, oh, that just means I can go, you know, 11-10-8 on the E and 11-10-8 on our B. But that 10 is the major third of the F9 chord. So, yeah, guys, thanks for watching. If you're still here, I don't know, maybe you skipped to here. That's crazy of you. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. That is Mr. Magic. Let me know if you have any comments, questions, concerns, cool stories. You know, let me know about your guitar playing. You know, how long have you been playing? You playing any shows recently? You're in a band. What are you up to? Are you writing songs? Are you learning stuff? What has blown your mind recently in the guitar community? I don't know. Tubes or solid state? Tellies or strats? I don't know. What else do guitarists like to fight about? We like to fight about a lot of things. Let me know below what you like to fight about. What is the hill you want to die on? I don't know. Happy jamming, guys, and thank you for watching. Hope to see you guys again next week, and peace out.